Welcome back, everyone, to River and Sea. I have arrived in parts Calibrate, and I have found Cheritage, and let's find out what he has for me.
Horn gave you a map. Let me see it.
You are a ways from home, Pine Sea. This field of Celebrant was the site of a great battle 500 years ago, where my ancestors rode to the aid of the Steward of Gondor against the invading Easterling tribe. Ha! You've met Horn, right? Oh, you must already know of that battle then. He's a young man, but he has an old man's fascination for history, and is perhaps too keen to speak of the past to anyone who will listen. He said too much to Theoden King, they say, and earned himself a place here in the garrison. I've been here much longer than Horn, I regret to say, and me with 3 daughters left behind in Rohan. It's been too long since I could send word to them. My wife worries. She always has. I wish that I was there to console her. She worries, you know. Oh, I'm sorry. You must not be interested in my own travails. Horn gave you a map, right? Let's see it. Yes, I have already sifted through most of these locations. Let me mark these 3 for you. Examine those sites, and perhaps you will find something of aid to us. Right. Well, I suppose I can do that. Let's sift through some dirt. I'm getting close to one of the points on the map, and I notice that there are some spirits up ahead, and probably not happy spirits either, because we all know that we rarely run into happy spirits in this game. If there were happy spirits, they would have departed long ago, right? There we go. There you go. I have discovered a new deed, Shade Slayer, of course. Mark location 1. You sift through the debris near the base of the pillar, but find nothing of interest. Well, that means sift my way through a couple of spirits so that I could get on to the next location. This appears to be the second location. Not exactly sure how archery works with spirits. But okay. There. Now, let's see what's in this location. You sift through the debris and find a number of arrowheads, but nothing worth keeping. Unless, of course, you're a collector of ancient arrowheads. The third location seems to be just off of this bridge. Something like that. Yeah, right over there. Let's deal with this dog or whatever that is. Let's see what we got here. Marked location number 3. You find a small bronze-worked heirloom among the debris. Well, I suppose I could bring that back. This is the only interesting thing I could find.
What is this? What have you found?
Cheritage takes the bronze work heirloom that you found among the debris at one of the battlefield locations and turns it around in his hand. You found this among the rocks? The years have not been kind to it. See how the bronze is bent here and there? A weapon did most of this work to it, and time did the rest. I can't tell what this used to be. Perhaps a decoration addition to a helmet? This gives us no advantage, as far as I can tell, but it is an instructive to think of the things that we leave behind. Was this Gondorian, or some form of helm of the Aerlingus? Or was it Easterling in make? 500 years later, we cannot tell. Perhaps I'll give it to my wife when I return to Rohan. She'll be proud of her, Chidrick, for bringing her such an interesting item. Oh, I'm sorry, Pine. See, I became quite distracted there. Oh, while you were away, I received word from a scout in the Rushgore of strange happenings in the swampy land. Oh, find Edrit at Aku's camp, southeast of here, to the edge of the Rushgore, and see what's happened. All right, fine. I'll look for Edrit and see what this interesting thing is, and if it in some way could become relevant to what I'm doing. The Rushgore, they call it? Well, I can see the rushes, that's for sure. Now, let's see if I could find this camp. Oh, I think I found an Easterling, though. Oh, wonderful. And I'm expected to kill many more. Unlikely that'll ever happen. Oh. That was not an Easterling. Ah! The Rushgore Explorer. Now, let's see. Is there a Sable Master around here? Apparently not. Hello.
Many unusual things have happened in the Rushgore of late.
Cherdich sent you to me? I'm not surprised. Many unusual things have happened in the Rushgore of late. Ooh, such as what?
I saw a great shadowy shape fall from the sky not long ago.
Shadowy shape fall from the sky. Got it! Okay, I think I'm in the right direction now. Oh, you can come with me to investigate the shadow if you wish, but first, I need to ensure the safety of the Rushgore. Something that stirred up the creatures of this swampy land, and it is my duty to keep them from becoming a serious threat. I'm not as young as I once was, but my arms are still strong and I can still swing a sword. I may not sit in the saddle as I used to, but my legs are stronger than many a young man's. Together we will travel in search of the falling shadow and see what we can see. But first, we must thin back the newly aggressive creatures in the Rushgore. If you help me with this, we can see sooner underway. Defeat Gridvig, Turtles, and Avok throughout the Rushgore, and then return to me. Then we will search for the place where the falling shadow came to the ground. Okay, so I need to defeat 3 Gridvig, 3 Avok, and 3 Turtles. 3 of each. Defeat the terrible triplets. Alright, let's see. Yeah, the terrible oh, turtle. Okay. 1. Oh, and a Avok. Okay. Now, we don't need to kill foxes. But we do need to kill Avok. A marsh Avok. Turtles? Oops. I haven't seen any of those insects yet. Those Gridvig. Well, it looks like I'm going to meet my quota on turtles pretty quickly. Okay, so the turtles win the race. Probably not a race that you'd want to win. That's why the turtles won it, right? Now, let's see. What have we got so far? We've done the turtles. Now, you still have to find the others. That's another turtle. I don't need to go around killing every turtle in the area. I found another Avok. But where are the Gridvig? Oh. Where's something to take the edge off the poison there? They're hiding! They're very good at hiding, apparently. Ah! I finally found an insect. Ooh, it just looks tiny. Well, for an insect, it's pretty large. but compared to the turtles, it's definitely tiny. Now, are there any more? Well, deal with the Easterlings. We certainly don't want to be having them all over the place, causing mischief. Yeah, but it seems like the turtles in the Outback, they must have been eating all the insects, growing fat from them, and causing me to have a lot of difficulty in finding them. Finally found another one. I suspect it's just that they're so small I'm missing them all over the place. Well, my reducing the population certainly isn't going to make it any easier for me to find them in the future. That's a big tortoise. Ah, hold on. Number 3. There we go. Back to Idrit. I've dealt with the aggressive beasts.
I will go with you into the Brownlands to search for the falling shadow.
Thank you for your hard work against the unusually aggressive creatures of the Rushgore. I wouldn't have wanted to leave my post with these threats unmet, but now I feel that I've earned a time of peace. Enough time for us to seek the falling shadow, at any rate. I will need to return before long. While we walk, perhaps you can tell me of your adventures? Why do you smile? I can tell from your face that you have seen more adventures in recent days than even Edred, and all his years, can claim to have experienced. I would be pleased to hear anything that you tell me of yourself. I will go with you into the Brownlands to search for the falling shadow. Let us know when you look for it far to the southeast. I believe that's where we will come to ground. Okay, fine. Let's find a location in the Brownlands where the falling shadow had come to Earth. Oh boy. Well, time to move on. Now the question is, what will it look like when I find it? Well, I suppose there's no way of knowing for sure. Ooh. I think I found it. That's a nasty thing.
This must be the shape my men and I beheld as it plummeted from the sky.
What a terrible creature! And his eyes go wide as he turns away from the dead beast. Is that riding gear? Did someone ride astride this terrible creature? And if so, where is the rider? Well, that is a good question. Well, it's definitely a saddle of some sort. What do you say, Nona?
Something is wrong in this land. Oh, I can feel it.
See what I have found, Pinesy. Something is wrong in this land. This must be why we are here. This is the reason for your dream. Remember the words of Suflach, my father. Dreams have power. We ignore their warnings at our peril. This beast is dead, but something wrote it, and that creature is not here. Your dream brought us here to keep that creature from doing great evil, Pinesy. I feel it in my very bones. Ooh. Well,
This is the reason for your dream. This is why we are here.
I have never seen a creature as terrible as this, lest it be the mighty worm my brother slew beneath Zutragund. Just stare at the corpse of the massive beast and contemplate the mangled harness and its missing riders. A single word echoes in your mind. Nazgul. Nona watches you closely. Do you know something about the rider of this beast, Pinesy? Your face tells me that it must be a creature of terrible power. We must find it. We must search for it throughout the land. Look for signs of its passage among the lands of the great river. After we have scoured these lands, we must meet back here at this creature. Let this purpose guide us in our steps. Okay, so I will do this, and I just complete the deed, the vanished writer, to learn the location of the missing Nazgul. Well, the only thing that's worse than a Nazgul riding a horse is a flying Nazgul. Maybe this man knows something.
I have spied upon a camp of the Kundala here in the Brownlands.
You say your name's Pinesea. Well, I'm Gamel of Stangard. I have spied upon the camp of the Kundalar here in the Brownlands. The Easterlings have been gathering in great numbers for some time, but something recently has changed. I know very little of their language, only bits and pieces. They speak a fragmented tongue, with some words I know and some all of their own. But I think they speak of some new and powerful ally, something called Koraton. They call this person that inspires them, but if they are a name or a description, I do not know. If you are of mind to help me defeat many of the Easterlings here in the Brownlands, and also confront some of their Kundalar that shout messages across the Koraton, if hearing that name inspires the Easterlings to rise up against my people, let's make them pay for using that name. Alright? So, kill 8 Easterlings and 2 message shouters. And I presume that they are in this camp over here. No, that does not look like a Black Rider or an Easterling or a message shouter. Let's get started. 1 Easterling down. Yeah, that's right. Well, the message shouters are going to be within this camp. So I am going to go into the camp and not worry about the quest arrows. Since the quest arrow is probably going to be also pointing me to Easterlings outside of the camp that are potentially of interest. And I believe the message shouters are only inside the camp. Oh. I'm going to go this way. Oh, there you are. And stabbity stab stab. Oh, message shouter. And it looks like he counts double because he counts for both quests. Ah, another message shouter. Let's take care of him first. We'll have to take care of this. Oh, no cat handler to go with that cat. Well, done, I think. I have dealt with the Kundalar and their shouters.
I do not like this. Kundalar are too near to Stangard.
If this Koraton continues to inspire their forces, it will not be long before they march on to Stangard. Kamal's lips form into a thin line as he considers the garrison's chances of repelling such an Easterling invasion. I thought of something while you were bringing justice to the Easterlings, Pinesea. The word Koraton. I think it's not a name. It has much in common with the word for black cloak. But the Kundalar do not wear such things. Do you think that they are inspired by a sorcerer of this type? Okay, there's only one thing I could think of that may be wearing a black cloak. And that is, of course, what I am seeking. I suspect that Black Cloak is a Nazgul. Well, It looks like that begins our little deed in tracking down the Nazgul, and what are we going to do about it? We have to find that out in the next episode of River and Sea.